What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 72 of the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast. On this episode, we are talking Scream 7, the John Wick game, Star Wars Galactic Racer, and Totally Secure Airport.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I feel like I've heard this one before, Dave. Is it...
Two possible options.
Two possible options. Well, I think since we're talking about Scream 7, it's a Scream movie.
Scream, the original, of course. Put a little check mark next episode 72.
We got that stuff.
Let's go.
We did
it.
Of
course, the original being, of course, Norman Bates from Psycho.
Gotcha.
Once again quoted by Billy Loomis in the original Scream.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can you tell I'm juiced for Scream?
Scream 7. It's a big topic. But before we get started with anything, Dave, we have to give a shout out to Enrique Ramos.
Enrique.
He's been commenting away on all of our shorts and commenting on their drafts and say what his topics would be or his picks would be for them. So thank you, Enrique Ramos. We appreciate you. We see you in the comments. We see everybody, but Enrique, you stuck out to us. You're on all of our videos, and we appreciate you so much.
Special shout out to you. Thank you for watching all the videos. We really appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. We do read them. We love checking out your opinions on all the topics and stuff like that. So yeah, love everybody, and Enrique especially. Thank you so much for checking out all the content, dude.
And now, Dave, so we got a comment in comment section cinema.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, 9 by this guy named Zagscorn.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird name, but it's a great movie.
It's you. Thanks, Dave, for the comment. But
no problem, man.
I did watch 9. It was a very interesting movie, and I'll kind of share my take of it and give my overall rating for Letterboxd. But so as I watched it, I will admit I was a little unsure of like what was going on, and I think a lot of that has to do with Tim Burton. It's his type of movie, and so it's weird and kind of don't really know what's going on. But I thought it like built really strong, and then it built up and then it finished really strong. And overall, like just the feel of the movie, the animation style, it was just really good. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
I'll take it, man. I honestly I know what you're saying. The beginning of the movie, you probably not 100% sure what's going on, and I think that's all Tim Burton's movies. Like it just kind of starts off with his like weird style and you're not really sure what to expect, but like as the movie unfolds, just like seeing how everything kind of comes together, I think it really kind of ties it together and gives you that like kind of moment that you expect from Tim Burton.
And that's why like for me, like I didn't lose interest watching the beginning of it, but I was like, it had my attention enough where I was like, oh, okay, I need to keep watching to figure out what's going on. But I wasn't like wowed in the beginning. That's why I think I didn't go higher than the 3.5, but I thought it was still a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out the movie 9. It's a bit older, but still really holds up. I think it's great. Animation style is great. I think the idea behind it's really good. Just the story itself, it just really comes together in a great way. Amazing actors, Elijah Wood, John C. Reilly's in there. I think it's a really, really, really kind of underrated movie that really holds up still.
And my son liked it a lot, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he watched the whole thing with me, and he really liked it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, nice, it's funny. He was like following along, and it's kind of cool. This is random. He's at the age now where he can really identify numbers and letters and things like that. So like he would see the number on the characters' backs and stuff. He's like, "Oh, that's 8. Oh no, 8 died." And so like he's like, "Oh, that's so sad." But no, he really enjoyed it. But with that, I saw another movie with him called it's Goat. Have you seen that with Steph Curry?
No, I've not seen this movie.
It's brand new. We saw it in theaters yesterday. I also gave it a 3.5.
That seems to be a go-to benchmark right now.
No, it's not my go-to benchmark. I really enjoyed this movie. Actually, my go-to is typically like a 2.5. If I think it's just an average movie, they're like, yeah, I can watch it, and like that's it. But 3.5 is like better than bad, or no, it's better than just good. You know what I mean? It's not all the way up there. Yeah.
There's something to it.
Yeah, there's something to it. Just some things I didn't quite fully like. And that's what happened with Goat. So it's a movie about basketball. They call it rollerball. They don't call it basketball. And like reasons before, or like reasons with 9, like the animation style and the kind of the concept of the movie is really cool. And I gave it a 3.5, not because like I thought maybe Steph Curry's gonna have some bad acting. He did okay actually.
I don't want to say that's surprising. I think he might be a decent actor.
Yeah.
I think this
Kudos
happened
to you,
with
Steph Curry.
I think this happened with LeBron in Space Jam, where like people were like, LeBron's gonna be terrible. And like he wasn't good, but like it was serviceable, I guess.
I think it's easier to act behind an animation rather than, or not easier, but you don't have to see like the facial expressions of things like that. So I think Steph Curry had a way to hide behind an animation.
Yeah.
So I think that helped with that. But this is what did it for me. So I love the animation. The story was okay, or like it was decent. It wasn't anything to go home about or anything like that. But what ruined or dropped my rating to where it is the amount of product placement. The amount of product placement in this movie was stupid.
Just advertisement after advertisement.
Mercedes and Under Armour. That's basically the movie.
The
Like,
whole movie.
every scene either has Under Armour or Mercedes. It's not even a real like world. It's animals playing this random game. Like there would never be Mercedes in this. That's right.
It's just like people only do things for money, and that's just kind of sad.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
Exactly.
you know what that's from? Do you know
No.
what that's from?
I
That's from Wayne's World 2 when they finally get the money for the show, and Garth's like, he says that line, people only do things for money, and it's kind of sad, and he's like wearing this like full on like Reebok jumpsuit with like a Reebok hat, and he's got his like shoes up and stuff. It's really funny.
That's what it felt like. That's what it
Yeah.
felt like. And also, I know this is gonna kind of like make me sound old and kind of lame. The amount of Gen Z, like, or just like current like slang was obnoxious. Like they said things like "cat crash out" and other ones I can't even remember because I was so annoyed by it. But so, granted, it's a kids movie, and I'm with kids that, or with a kid that is gonna start saying that kind of stuff probably by the age of 8.
You're officially an old dad.
I'm an old dad.
Welcome.
You're not even there. You're
Welcome
not
to
even
the
there.
ranks. Welcome to the ranks. Welcome to the
Oh.
ranks.
Dang it, Dave. Dang it. But
You're
other
gonna.
than that,
It's only
I
gonna
liked
get
it.
worse. It's only gonna
It's
get
only gonna
worse.
get worse. But
Yeah,
I
it's
gave
only
it a
gonna get worse.
3.5.
All right, 3.5. I think what we really need to know is what is a 5 on the Atom scale?
Ooh, so I
What
don't
has
have
hit a
much.
5?
It's really gotta win me over. So let me pull up my app really quick. Well, this will take no time because I only have like 5 movies. It does take a lot. It's really gotta like have me from like the beginning, or like just gotta like it's gotta be life changing when I watch the movie.
These are Adam's top 3 life-changing movies.
Okay, but one of them's not life changing. It was more of a nostalgia thing, so I gave it a 5.
Okay, these are Adam's top 3 movies that you need to see before you die.
Exactly. Oh, what the heck? Where's my sort by highest rated first? Okay, here we go. All right, you ready for this?
Let's hit. Yeah, hit it.
Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can
You'll see a theme here because I really love like war type movies like that.
You really? Yeah. Okay.
1917.
Okay.
So the reason why I really love that one is the film style. They literally like it's one shot, like one.
It's
camera.
impressive.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
All right, now
we talk about that all the time with Daredevil.
It's so good.
Fantastic
It's so good.
TV show.
Yeah. Okay, so now this is where it goes off the rails, and nobody's gonna agree with this, but it's more of a nostalgia thing for me, and like brings me back to a childhood. The original SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Wait, you have Oppenheimer, 1917, and the OG SpongeBob movie. Are your number 5s?
That's it. But okay, I will say
Okay.
I only put the movies on here as I watch them. So like I don't like, oh, I remember this movie. I loved it so much. If I don't see it, it doesn't go on my app yet. Like I have to either rewatch it or it's got to be a new watch for it to make it to the list.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So there's other movies that I love but just haven't made the list because I haven't rewatched them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adam's top 3 movies you must see before you die. Oppenheimer, 1917, and of course, the OG SpongeBob movie. I'm
I
giving
didn't
you a
say my
hard time.
taste was
I'm
good. I
giving you a
didn't.
hard time. It's just funny. It's just
No,
funny
it
that
is.
those
It
are the
is.
three groupings. Yeah, no, that's
And
great.
so it takes a lot for me, and I might be too like. And the thing is like it's all like how I'm feeling that day. I have a good amount of 4.5s. Like the Django's a 4.5. Um, the Rip, which is a new movies at 4.5. Um, did I say the Django? The Wolf of Wall Street, that was a very close five.
Yeah, I
The
could see
reason
that
why
being up there.
the reason why I didn't put it 4.5, it was just way too long. That was my only problem with it.
I think you could get some classics under your belt.
Yeah, I know. I
You ever
need
seen
to.
Goodfellas?
Yeah, I have not seen Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's your next movie.
Next movie, there's a
Good.
list. I can't remember who's commented a list of movies that I was like, okay, I gotta pick some out of there. But it was a little overwhelming, so I haven't picked any of them yet. So there's some in the comments I need to make sure to do, but we'll get there.
I'm going immediately after filming this episode. I'm going to the comment section and I'm just going to write Goodfellas until you watch it.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Day 2 of asking for Goodfellas.
Day 2 of asking for Adam to watch Goodfellas.
But other than that, Dave, what's been going on? What have you been playing? What have you been doing?
Not too much, actually. We actually went back to Left 4 Dead 2.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the scariest games of all time.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it's the scariest game. It's definitely a good. I'm getting some jump scares. I think it's just more or less fun.
Yeah.
Like it just threw it back to like the old school zombie shooters.
Mm-hmm.
We were having a blast with it.
As you should. That game is so much fun.
It really was, and it's like $8 on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
More
we
the
just been
merit,
playing
more,
that.
More the reason to buy it, I should say.
Yeah, we jumped back in. We did a couple days on a rat restaurant. So yeah.
So you did go back.
We did go back. Yeah, we did go back.
Does it feel good to like learn from your mistakes to?
They didn't do the update yet, so our restaurant was still sitting there at like day 101. So we're like, whatever, might as well jump in.
Keep going.
So like, I think we're just gonna keep our fingers crossed and just hope that we don't get this update.
Or they fix it to not have this problem.
I think they are here. Like, it's a small game and a small studio, but I still think they are getting a little bit of backlash. Like, they might be hearing through the grapevine that like people aren't happy about that and trying to find a workaround, which I hope is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. That makes sense.
And then DBG, DBD dropped their 2v8s right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, 2v8's a lot of fun.
I bet. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, me and my girl are both killers, like killer mains. So we like to play as killers. Yeah, so it's like fun.
Bonnie and Clyde and Frankenstein and the Bride. Yeah,
we can load in as survivors. You know what I mean? And like play together, which is fun. But when they do the 2v8, we can actually load in together as killers, and it's a great time. She's a huntress. I'm Ghostface, of course. So it's really fun. And she's a sniper, dude. Like she'll like across the map with an axe. It'll just come like raining out of the sky, and there's like there's somebody that I've been chasing that's been running me, and then all of a sudden it's just the rainbow axe, and it's like pew, and I'm like, oh, thank you, and she's like, I got you.
That's awesome. It's so adorable.
Yeah, it's so sick. Yeah, so sick. So we've been doing that. We did get a lot of like mixed reviews on the Vecna short, which I thought was very interesting. I think it's kind of a mixed crowd. I think a lot of people agreed with us that Vecna was pretty OP. And then there was a lot of people, of course, that didn't feel that he was OP. But, I mean, it was a pretty good mix. I thought we were going to get a lot of, like, get good comments on that, where it was just,
There were a couple. Get good. It's a skill issue, they told us.
Yeah, there was a couple. But I thought it was a nice, mix. I think kind of Vecna has split the DBD crowd at kind of 50-50.
And I think we also got some of that with like Marathon versus Arc. So
Marathon versus Arc, yeah, we got some good response on that one too. Thank you guys just for watching the videos, man. We really appreciate you guys. So like, thank you, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, and keep the comments coming. We read them all, and like, yeah, we love hearing what you guys have to say. So it was pretty cool. What have you been playing? What have you been up to?
Okay, I got two things. It's gonna be quick. You know how I said I kept Escape from Duckov?
Yeah.
So I've went in and I'm playing that game.
I just want to throw this out here. So me and Adam both work on the YouTube doing stuff, right? But I could see videos of like I know when Adam's like been watching videos on games and stuff. Our Let's Talk Nerdy feed like of videos to watch is just like duck off, duck off, duck off. Like 5 things to do in duck off to be
Yeah.
sick. And I'm like, he's really getting into this game.
That is what I do. I should probably use my I don't know, I think it's funny. I'm like, I wonder if Dave ever sees what I'm looking at. Like,
No, keep it coming. It's
yeah.
great. That's funny.
It's so random. Sometimes, like, when I was looking at the Legion Go S, I'm like, top accessories for the Legion Go. Should
Yeah.
I buy the Legion Go? Best things or first things to do with the Legion Go. So I do that with the games I play too. Like,
Our Let's Talk Nerdy channel algorithm of what we actually watch on there is just a conundrum. I don't even think YouTube knows what to do with us.
it's my brain that's just like boom, 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 boom. But
We're just all over the place on that channel. It's funny. But yeah, I did click on a couple of the videos of Duck Off looks funny.
it is very funny, but it's also like hard. It's a hard game.
I think it's one of those games that's kind of meant to look cute, but it ain't cute.
Yeah, it starts. I will say it's probably easier than like Escape from Tarkov and like the real tactical shooter games. But for the first like hour and a half, I think I died so much more than I actually like got back and extracted. So like I just kept like I wouldn't try. I would just try to find my route and stuff and not try too hard because I was like, I'm gonna die. So don't even worry about the loot. Just die. And so like it kind of got my foot under me or my feet wet, and now I'm like really starting to understand the game, and it's a lot of fun. It's actually like pretty expansive too. Like which I was shocked by. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a simple like get this, get that, and like get out. But no, it's like you gotta find the certain things. It's very detailed for what the game is, and I'm really enjoying it. It's my road trip game right now. So I I I kind of gravitated off of uh Shinobi to Duck Off. So
You didn't have a good time with Shinobi?
no, I did have a good time with Shinobi. I just felt like it became too button mashy. Like, and there's one issue that I have with it. There's no uppercut move. Like
Oh, there isn't. None.
unless I have to unless I have to unlock it. I wonder if I haven't unlocked it yet, but like
Mm.
there's like these little flying enemies and I'm trying to like hit up and there's like no way to do it. Like and so that's been kind of driving me nuts. So I think I'd just gotta play a little bit more, but I'm trying to jump and then hit like the light attack up and like you can't do that.
Yeah, like the OG Donatello NES with the
Yeah, exactly. They don't
stick
have
above your head.
I don't have that right now. I don't know if it's an unlockable like move or whatever, but it was kind of annoying me, so I kind of moved on. And so now I'm on Escape from Duck Off. And Dave, you ever play Wordle?
I believe I have, yeah, a couple of times.
I was never into it, but now like my coworkers, my wife plays it. I'm into it.
You're into Wordle?
I'm into Wordle. I've been killing it. Here, let's um I'm a ruin. Well, I guess by the time this episode goes out, it's gonna be a new word of the day. But I guess this one, and like I feel like my brain is so random. But look at what I got.
Oh, you got
It's
it in 3?
I got it in 3, but look at how I got it.
Spore Shank Skull.
Yeah. Like it's so random, but I'm really enjoying that. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's like the name of like an indie death metal band. Spore Shank Skull.
That's gonna be our new band. We're gonna create a band. It's gonna be Spore Shank Skull. So,
That's great. I dig it. That's
um,
impressive.
but yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been playing.
I love how
Still,
the S is the only letter that carries you through too.
yeah, and that's
Skull,
what I
you
got.
got skull on the 3rd and had no other clues other than S.
The problem was is I couldn't think of any other word aside from skull that was S like had a K into it. And I was like, there's
Yeah.
no way that the K could be in the middle. And so that's why I put SK skull. And that's how I
Yeah.
got it. So
Yeah.
and I play at 12:30. As soon as it comes out, I'm playing it. So
Oh, you're addicted.
yeah. So
Adam's got reminders on his phone for Wordle.
not quite. Not quite. I want to be first before everybody else because I don't want somebody to ruin it for me because I ruined it for somebody on accident.
I mean,
Because
that's good.
yeah, it helps the brain a little bit.
Yeah, it's good to do brain activities, man. The
Mhm.
memory stuff, all that stuff is good for you.
But now I'm hoping that my brain is going to guess these franchises.
Oh, we're guessing the franchises?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Isn't
go.
isn't that what we said right here, right now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Let's
Open
guess
it
the
up with
franchises.
this short segment. It'll be fun. I thought it'd be good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do. How do we name this?
Guess the franchise in 20 words or less. But the comment said we should do less words.
Less words.
Yes. Should we try like 16?
Let's leave it at 20
Okay.
because I think I gave you. It's gonna be a catch 22, right? It's either
Uh,
less words or make them harder.
okay, I
I
got you.
think I went harder.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
Less
all
words
right,
or more
ladies,
words.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Guess the Franchise in 20 words or less. Adam, are you ready?
Ready, Freddy?
All right, first franchise up. Axe.
Axe. God of War. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe we should lessen the words. All right,
Ah,
on the next one, we're gonna lessen the words. All right, next franchise up. World.
Minecraft.
No. Um, Heist.
World heist. World heist.
I don't know if I'm doing a great job at this.
World heist.
This one's actually a lot harder to describe than I thought.
World heist. Hmm. World heist is hard.
Don't know if I'm doing the greatest job at this.
I want to say Star Wars, but I know that's not right.
No.
Hold on. World heist. Oh, Mission Impossible.
No.
Oh, dang.
I think maybe Heist was not. Um, Massive.
That made it worse. World heist massive. What word is that? What number are we on?
We're on 4.
4. Okay. World heist massive. World Indiana Jones.
No.
Ah.
Um,
Shoot. Maybe we should open up for this.
Steel.
Transformers?
No. Oh no, we're in trouble. I could just give it to you.
World heist massive steel. Like steel as in like metal?
Take.
Oh,
No, steel like take.
steel. It's not Uncharted? No.
No.
Okay, next word. Dang it.
Think of everything that I said already.
World heist steel massive.
Car.
Car.
Think of massive steel car.
It's not Fast and Furious. No, it's
No.
not. No, hold on. Don't. That's not it. Dang it. Massive steel heist car. No, don't say heist. Car.
Think of other words that would work for massive steel car.
Hijack?
No.
Shoot. Dave, I don't know, man.
Rockstar.
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah. You know, massive like grand, steel like theft, car auto.
I'm shaking my head on that one.
In my brain, it works. Does that not work? Does that not
We'll have to
work?
let us know. But all right, what do we got?
All
How many
right.
words?
We got 7 words. You're still in good shape.
Oh, I have 13 to go. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Holy cow.
Whip.
Whew. Whip. Indiana Jones.
Yeah, there you
There.
go. Paper.
Paper. Paper. Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Paper. Um. Dang. Paper. My first thought is Paper Mario, but you can't be paper in Paper Mario.
No,
Um.
we won't count that though.
Yeah. Shoot. Next word.
Beats.
Paper beats.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. Think about it.
Paper.
Beats like the food. Like the food.
Oh,
Like-
Stardew Valley.
No.
Paper beats. I don't know. Next word.
Scranton.
Paper beats Scranton. The Office?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, got
Huh.
it. Okay.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen The Office?
No.
Oh no, that's an actual problem.
I don't like those kind of like sitcom things.
We'll rehash this later.
Okay.
Okay. Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Ella.
That's what I was thinking. Umbrella. Ella. Umbrella. It's not like Mary Poppins, is it?
No,
Umbrella. Wow, you did give me hard ones
I
today.
did.
Shoot, next word.
Virus.
Umbrella virus? Dave. The Last of Us?
No, you're close though.
DayZ?
No.
I don't know.
Zombies.
Well, okay. Shoot. Umbrella virus. Is the umbrella a weapon?
No.
Oh, shoot. It's a main part of the game?
Oh yeah, huge.
And I guess I've never played this game.
We talk about this game a lot.
Left 4 Dead 2?
No.
We talk about this game a lot. Dead by Daylight? No, it's not a zombie. We talk about this game a lot.
What's another word for it? Sinister.
You're not painting a very good picture today, Dave.
I'm not gonna lie. I am kind of sucking. Okay.
Sinister. Umbrella, zombie, sinister. I have no idea.
Jill.
Resident Evil?
There you go.
Oh my god. Oh, the umbrella.
Umbrella Corp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's okay.
That
It's
was-
all right. It's all right. We could still do this. We have 4 words and three left. So I mean, we're
Okay.
still good. We're still in good shape. So you just gotta nail this.
Whew.
All right. Boxing.
Boxing. A lot of boxing. Oh, boxing. This is. It's not like not UFC. What's that boxing game called? Fight Club?
No.
Fight Night?
No.
Dang it.
Movie.
Fight boxing movie. Or boxing movie. Rocky?
Rocky. Let's
Oh,
go.
dang.
We're in it to win it.
We've been doing so many games. I thought it was another. Oh no, we did Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
yeah,
did
okay.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Got
Okay.
two words.
All right, we
Whew.
could do this. We could do this. I feel confident we could do this.
Mm-hmm. Hit it hard, Dave. We got it.
Shark.
Jaws.
Boom.
Okay, one more word.
You know what? I know we're gonna nail it. You know how I know we're gonna nail it?
How's that?
Family.
Oh, Fast and Furious.
Boom! Let's go on the 20th word.
20th word. Wow. Good thing we didn't cut it.
Good thing we didn't cut it out. Okay, that was tough.
You made it hard on yourself and for me.
I tried to make it like, I don't know.
No, that was
I'm
good. That was
sorry.
good. That was
I'm
much more of
sorry.
a challenge. No, I
That was-
liked it.
That was challenging. That was a challenge for sure, guys.
And to be honest, I don't know how I pulled Umbrella or Resident Evil. That one was a hope and prayer, and we got
And
it.
I would like to say that I don't feel like my description of Grand Theft Auto was probably the best. I feel like we wasted a few words there.
Yeah, I think we did, but that's okay. We got it still. It just took us. We took the long road around.
That's on me, dog.
That's okay. You know what? That's okay, Dave. As long as like we don't get killed for it, like in the movie, like Scream 7.
Like in Scream 7,
Yeah.
like the most exciting movie of 2026.
Is it really your most excited movie
I'm
of
so
2026?
excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Did you see all the popcorn buckets that are coming out with it?
I have seen a couple of those. Those are pretty neat.
Did you see the one where it's actually the glass case with the Ghostface figure inside?
Maybe?
That one's so sick.
That's awesome. But
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super
is a-
excited everything about this movie.
okay, I hate to rain on your parade, Dave, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. Could this series or this franchise be considered a franchise that needs to die with how many movies they've come out with, spin-offs and all things like that? And I'm not trying to like say it is because I just don't watch these movies. Do you think there's people out there's like, wow, there's another Scream 7? Like, get that out. You know what I mean? Is it
I'm
has it lost any of the flair as like Star Wars has and Marvel has and definitely Fast and Furious has?
I don't like I honestly I don't take offense to this at all,
Okay.
right?
I was
Um
trying to I was
no.
it was a genuine question.
Yeah, no, I honestly don't take offense to this at all because I am the biggest component of like you can take things too far. Chasing in space. You know what I mean? Like there are franchises that I like that eventually when you go so far down the rabbit hole that it just kind of loses its luster. So I don't necessarily think that this is a franchise that needs to die. I think it's a franchise that has extended its shelf life past what most people thought it was going to be able to do. And I think if they do it right, which I think that they're going to do, I do think it ends right here at this movie. And I think this is kind of the perfect spot for them to do it. I think they've done a good enough job on the first six movies. And I think they'll do a good enough job on this movie where it makes sense that there's seven movies. Um, I will say going back and, looking at it, 3 specifically sticks out to me as like maybe not the greatest movie in the franchise, but I think they kind of brought it back from that. And I think if it ends here at 7 the way that I think it's going to, I think it will have effectively run the course. It's given us enough without being too much. So personally, that's what I think. I like, but I'm an Uber fan, obviously. So I'm sure there's people out there that think like, yes, there's probably too many Scream movies. But I think if you look at the context of the movies themselves, I think they provided enough value. Like we're not talking about Jason Goes to Space. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't gone so far down the rabbit hole that it doesn't make sense.
With this series, with Scream, again, I don't watch Scream. Have actually I don't think I've ever seen a Scream movie to be honest.
Never.
Never. Do
You should.
they is it it's always a continuation of the story?
Yes.
Wasn't the new one, if I'm not mistaken, like there's like a gap between when Sydney was there and then all of a sudden he's back again, like a good chunk of time?
There's not necessarily like huge lapses. I mean, the Scream franchise itself, it really is a fluid story from start to finish. Now there's obviously gaps where certain characters aren't as prevalent as they once were. Um but in the grand scheme of things, like it really does follow a very consecutive timeline and all of the legacy characters maintain their timeline throughout the entire movie.
That's all I was wondering. I could just see like how like you described like how some people are probably off the bandwagon now and like they've moved on from it and that's like all the franchises that we talk about that we're moved on from. So I was just curious if like you felt like it like deserves to keep going or if it's gone too far. But the way you described it, this might be it for it and it's a good spot for it. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think they haven't taken it too far. I think if they end it right here, the way that I believe that they're going to, I think this is a good spot for it to end. And I know what you're talking about, like with the kind of gaps and like weird kind of things. Like this isn't a Halloween 3 situation where it's just like, surprise, Michael Myers isn't in this movie, and then all of a sudden in 4 he comes back. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that type of situation. It does have a continuous flow and a continuous story, and like if you really go back and look at all the movies, each movie does really provide some type of value or insight into the story as a whole. So, like I said, I think they did a great job extending this into 7 movies. But I do think, yeah, like 7 movies. This movie is the one where I feel like they should end it before fatigue sets in.
Was there a point that you had some fatigue? Let's say, like, was it 3? You're like, "Okay, what are they doing?" Because you said that's not the best one, and then they bounce back with 4. Is there that kind of section where you're like, "Ooh, we overstayed," but and then, like, what brought you back into it if it did that?
For me, it never. Okay, so for me, it lost its luster a little bit around 3, but the reason why like I give it a little bit of leeway is because the third movie in the franchise is never the movie that we were intended to get.
Okay.
I think obviously is a horror icon at this point. It really holds that same place to me as like Halloween, Friday the 13th. Like it really has kind of earned that kind of spot for me. Two was fantastic, and then three we were supposed to get a very different movie. But because of some of the events that happened in the real world around the time that this movie was being filmed and stuff like that, they kind of scrapped the original script from three because they thought it was like too real and too relevant to like some real world events that were really tragic. So that's I can understand where that kind of need to come up with another script pretty quickly and like not being able to do your original idea. So you're just kind of like, that's where I kind of give it some leeway. But other than that, I don't really have any moments in the franchise where I'm like, and I'm not loving this right now.
That's
Yeah.
good that this franchise has kept that for you. Um, should I roll the trailer and you want to kind of
Yeah.
talk about what this one's going to turn into? And
Yeah.
you know what we haven't had in a while? Dave's hypothesis. What's the word?
Oh, I got some bangers for this one.
Okay, cool. So let's go
Yeah.
ahead and roll the trailer. I'll
Yeah,
kind
let's
of
go
let
and roll the trailer. So if you guys haven't seen the trailer yet or know anything about the movie, very, very cool. The scene opens up. They're obviously back in Stu Macher's house.
I jumped.
Yeah, it appears that they have turned Stu Macher's house into some sort of like Airbnb kind of attraction where you're able to stay in the house, and then we're getting our obligatory first kill scene here. I think it looks really cool. I mean, it looks the way that it should look, especially for the trailer. Yeah, very cool, right? When she falls
Yeah.
off there. But we're also getting our look. I mean, obviously Sydney is back. I think some very cool things in the trailer. Now, specifically, there's a lot of clues here, and I just want to throw this out here. Um, I think the biggest thing being talked about here is this like idea that Stu, the original killer from the first movie, is coming back. And I've seen a lot of people talking about why they think that that's gonna happen, and like that's great, you know what I mean? But like I don't know. For me personally, like that has been confirmed. So in March of 2025, Matthew Lillard did 90s Con. I don't know if anybody saw this, where he actually announced that he is coming back for Scream 7. So like Stu will be in this movie. Now, in what context, we're not really sure yet, but like I don't think that's any mystery. And if you kind of like go through the rest of the movies, you do really kind of get like a feel that this makes a lot of sense to bring Stu back, specifically like in like the second movie, like Randy says like never assume that the killer is dead, or in the third movie like Ghostface calls Sid saying like it's hard being friends with you, so like it makes sense that that would be Stu. So like I think one of the big things is going to be like Stu is coming back for this movie, and there's like I said, there's a lot of clues in all of the movies that says that Stu is not dead. And then we can honestly do like a 45-minute video about all of the clues that you can find in all the movies that says Stu is like alive and still like being the leader of these Ghostface. But I think what's really interesting is like that obviously is going to happen. But what's really interesting to me is like because it's a Scream movie, there still needs to be a twist.
Right.
And like Stu coming back is not a twist. Like everybody knows, like that's been confirmed. And I just don't think that they're going to have a movie where they don't have that real aha moment, right? So like what is the real aha moment of this franchise going to be? I think that's the real question.
Okay, can I have a theory that from never watching
From
these?
never watching the movie? Yeah, go ahead.
What if Stu is coming back to kill this Ghostface?
Stu, what? Wait, you think Stu's coming back to be the good guy?
Not to be the good guy, but like take his reign back. Like, what are you doing, dude? Boom. Stu's gonna kill the current Ghostface to reclaim his title as Ghostface.
To reclaim his spot?
Or maybe he's gonna come back as a good guy and help win. I don't know. I think that could be way out there, never watched the series theory.
I mean, anything could be anything at this point, right?
Yeah.
But like the real fan theory is like, so Stu, if you guys remember in the first movie, Stu was the killer, along with Billy, got the TV pushed on his head, right? But the idea behind this is that you never really see Stu die. And the idea has been that Stu has really been behind all of this from the first movie in a behind the scenes kind of fashion. They're calling him like a cult leader, right? So think of Stu as like the mentor of all of the other Ghostface to come after him. So that's the idea. And if you really think about that theory, I think it's a great theory. And I think there's a lot of evidence, like I said, that would kind of play to that theory in all of the movies. You know, like I said, Scream 4 and 5, like the quizzes in Scream 4 and 5, right? Like how does anybody know besides the original killers that the quiz was a thing? Because if you watch the first movie, Casey Becker, she gets quizzed in the very beginning of the movie, right?
Mhm.
The only people that would know about that, Casey Becker, Billy Loomis, Stu Macher. Billy and Casey dead. Like they are dead. So the only three people that would know about the quizzes, right? So Stu knows about the quiz. That's how they start 4. That's how they start 5. Like there's so many different things in each of the movies that kind of lend you this idea that Stu's alive. But like I said, it really does need a twist. And I think the only place that they have to go is that the killer needs to be Stu, but it needs to have another killer. And I think that killer, in order for it to kind of wrap everything all together, and in order for it to give that like wow aha moment that Scream always delivers, I think it needs to be a legacy character or somebody very, very, very intricate into the plot line.
Sid.
I was thinking I was thinking Sydney, right? But
Just
like
kidding.
I mean, it's a possible idea. So like it is possible that Sydney, but I could a few that I've come up with, right? What if it's Gail?
You're talking people I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like guys, what if it's Gail? Like what if Gail is the one? Because if you think about in the beginning of Scream 1, she puts the camera underneath the TV. Um she has access to that room where Randy died. So, or where, I'm sorry, where Stu died. So, like, if that camera is still sitting there, she could have been the very first person to know that Stu never actually died in that room because she
Mm.
has it on camera seeing him get up, right? And think about Gail's career, guys. Gail is very, very motivated by these Woodsboro's murders. She writes about them, she reports on them. She was very into it for a very long time. So, like, in order to keep things going, she really does need this story to continue,
Gale.
right?
Gale, yeah.
Yeah, so Gale is definitely like a total option. Another possible option I have. What if it's Randy? In Scream 2, Randy dies. You see him get pulled into the van, right?
From what you know?
Like what if Randy lives? Because we were talking about this again where Stu is kind of like being part of all of this from the beginning, right? So you would have to assume that if Stu is like the cult leader of the Ghostface, he would want to get out there and kind of get his knife wet every once in a while, right? And I think when it comes to, you know, the kills of these legacy characters like Randy, like Dewey, he may want to be the one to do it. But we also know that Stu really had a soft spot for Randy. Like they really were friends, right?
Yeah.
So like what if Stu got Randy, but somehow Randy survived and Stu got to him and kind of talked to him and kind of turned him a little bit? So, like, what if Randy, who died in the second movie, has also been a part of it the whole time? They're going to bring him back. It
Hmm.
makes a lot of sense. He's like like, like college student who's like all about film and like the Ghostface have been filming this the entire time, right? So what if like Stu talks Randy into being like, dude, this is your opportunity to like join us and like make the greatest movie of all time. This is the
Yeah.
greatest movie of all time. Also, we know Randy has like a very like um a very interesting relationship with Sydney. Like they are best friends, but also there's a definite love interest there. And Stu knew that Randy had this like love interest with Sydney, and he never really got a chance. Like Sydney never really gave him a chance. They were always just friends. So like, what if that has something to do with it, where he's like angry about that? Um, yeah, there's just like, I don't know. There's so. Can you tell that I'm nerding out right now?
Yeah, definitely,
I'm
man. It's
totally
awesome.
nerding out. I'm totally nerding out right now. Okay, so possibly it could be Randy. Now, it could also be Dewey. I think that there's a chance that it could actually be Dewey. And part of the reason of that is like we have to remember, you go all the way back to the original Scream. We have to remember that Stu's family is very wealthy, right? And in a small town like Woodsboro, like that wealth has to have some power. And if you go back and watch the first movie, there's a scene where Sydney's in the car and she calls 911 and she says, I'm at Stu Macher's house. He's trying to kill me, right? So if you think about it kind of that way, and the response time from the police actually showing up from that phone call until the end of the movie is just absolutely insane. Like how much time it takes. So they could be kind of like calling the parents and being like, yo, your son's in a lot of trouble. Like, you might want to do something here. And, a little bit of cash goes a long way in a small town like Woodsboro, right? So, like, they could also be the first people that they know that knows that Randy didn't, or that Stu didn't die, right? And they could be like keeping him in a very cushy kind of prison situation. Well, Dewey's an officer. He's gonna have to know that. So like Dewey could have known all the way from like Scream 2 that Stu is not alive, or that Stu is not dead. You know what I mean? And he could be like keeping that secret. Like he could have got. Like he could have had Stu tell him all types of things, like Gail literally like just throwing Dewey to the wolves all the time. Like, I love you, I don't love you. Like that, all of that stuff could have really got to him, and like he could have turned Dewey. So it could possibly be Dewey. Um, One really, really kind of like, are you okay? I know
Yeah,
I'm
no, no,
throwing.
no, 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 no.
I
You're
know.
good, man. I have other things I want to say, but
Yeah.
I'm letting you get through it because I think that's more important.
Yeah, so another one that I had, what if Maureen Prescott didn't die, guys? What if we find out that Maureen Prescott, Sydney's mother, who this whole thing was all about, obviously Billy Loomis said that he killed Sydney's mom, blah blah blah, for breaking up the families and stuff like that. What if he didn't? What if Maureen Prescott has been orchestrating this the entire time? She just, what if she just, cuz she cheated on her husband, she obviously wanted a little bit of a different life. What if she thought that the only way to get like out of the life that she had was to fake her own death? So she fakes her own death, right? But it turns into this huge thing. She can't get away from it. As long
Mm.
as Sydney and everybody is still alive, they're only going to keep talking about these Woodsboro murders and blah, blah, blah. So she decides, like, everybody's got to go. Like, what if she's been orchestrating this thing the whole time? Or what if Sydney's in the reverse? Like, what if Sydney's dad is one of the main killers? Same thing. Like, he's just so sick of hearing about this, and he gets into these like, I'm so sick of hearing about my wife who cheated on me, and then this like whole like, he tries to get her murdered, obviously, because he figures out that she cheated on him, and then it all kind of goes south, and like Billy goes rogue and all of this stuff, and he's like looking at Sydney like, I can't even look at you. You remind me of her. Like they could go that route too. Like there's so many different things that I think they could do. But I do really think at the end of this movie, we're going to see a legacy character or someone very, very important to the story, like Maureen Prescott, lift off the Ghostface mask. And it's going to give us that.
Okay, out of all of those,
Hot damn.
uh,
Everybody's a suspect.
everybody's a suspect. We're playing Clue. Okay, out of all of those, which one would you be the most satisfied or most like, I saw that coming? Like, which one do you think you'd be least shocked about?
The least shocked about Gail.
Gail, okay.
Gail would be the one that I would be the least shocked about.
Okay, what about most shocked?
The most shocked, Mm, that's tough. The most shocked I think would be Dewey.
Okay.
The most shocked I think would be Sydney. Actually,
Yeah,
your
yeah,
theory of your theory, but it's still a possibility. I
I
mean,
don't know if it is though.
I mean, it would be very interesting. I would be
Yeah,
very disappointed if they went that route, but I mean, it's still a possibility. But I think, yeah, I think Dewey. I think Dewey would probably be the most shocking for me. Just because in the sense of like he has really always had this kind of like big brother um kind of feel with Sydney, and like I don't know, he turned into such a fan favorite for being kind of like a lovable kind of goofball, you know what I mean? So like if they made him be the killer, and it would be really funny. Like we were talking about this, it would be like the hugest slap in the face, honestly, to like Scream viewers, because people assumed that it was Dewey for the longest time. But they just never kind of ended up happening. So if they did it now, it might be a little bit of a slap in the face. But yeah, I mean, it's still a possibility. It is still definitely a possibility.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like, smell my finger.
That's like
I know, I'm just kidding.
the doofus from
Yeah.
Scary Movie.
Yep, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Uh,
Yes. So I mean, that there's so many. There's like literally so many things that they could do.
that's cool.
Um, but I have to bet my bottom dollar that they're doing a legacy character or someone very very crucial to the plot line. This isn't gonna be like Scream. You know, it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be Amber. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
gonna be just like a random friend. Like they have to do a thing.
Otherwise, it's not. It's gonna not flop. It's going to put a very bad taste in everybody's mouth for like how they do with like Dexter, the TV show, where they. I don't know if I'm gonna spoil that. They did it in other shows and other movies, and you don't want it to happen to Scream. Which,
Yeah.
to be honest, based off of all your description, is kind of how you're describing all like the depth of each character. I didn't realize how like deep Scream goes. I thought it was just like or like a scary movie that like has jump scares, people die, it's over. I didn't realize that it's had all this like true depth and like character evolvement and things of that nature. So that's really cool to me. It's got me my light bulbs turning on a little bit. Like, maybe this is a series I need to watch because I always thought it was just another scary movie
No.
and kind of
Yeah.
like for like Freddy Krueger, like Friday the 13th. Those seem like they're just scary movies to be scary movies.
Friday the 13th, I mean, yeah, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, they have their leading ladies. I mean, of course, Nightmare's got Nancy. But like, yeah, I see what you mean. There's a lot in scary movies, specifically kind of the older genre of scary movies where it's just there's a storyline, there's a leading lady, there's, you know, there's an end girl, like it's just they have all the pieces of the puzzle. But this really is like a very intricate story with very intricate personalities and characters that like have developed throughout the course of multiple movies. I don't think it gets enough credit for that.
For sure. It's
Yeah.
not a scary movie just to be scary.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's and that's why like I've kind of strayed away from like horror and things like that because I hate when movies are trying to be so scary it loses the plot. Like I don't like jump scare movies, not because I think they're scary. Like to be honest, I don't jump scare in movies too often to be honest.
Mhm.
And I think that's partially most of the time you know it's coming, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like either the music gets really quiet and everybody's walking slow and then boom, it's going to happen. Like so I don't jump too bad with those. But that's why I kind of like move away from scary movies and I think it's because I've had this impression that most scary movies are scary or they're trying to be scary and not focus on the plot line. But for what this is and what you've described makes it seem more up my speed of it's almost like more horror thriller, not so much horror jump scare.
Yeah. Thriller, drama, yeah, more of that category. I know, and it's not like gory to be gory. It's not scary to be scary. I mean, there is an actual real plot and a real storyline with developing characters, and I just really love the franchise, man. It's really really good, and I think if you guys have never seen any of the movies, give the OG Scream Scream 1, just start there, give it a chance, and if you don't love it after 1, um, you gave it a shot.
Based off you saying that, does it start slow? Like is Scream 1,
Nope.
like would it be hard to okay, so if it's gonna capture you, it's gonna capture you at 1. It's gonna hold you till Scream 7.
Yeah, if you know within the first 15 minutes of Scream what you're getting into. Yeah, so and if you love 1, you'll continue on. If you don't love 1, you can go ahead and call it, I would think. But yeah, I would say if you have not seen 1, definitely give it a shot. It's more than a horror movie.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Added to my list, Dave.
Added to the list. So yeah, guys, Scream 7 comes out on February 17th. I will
Ooh,
100% be going to see this movie.
that's tomorrow.
Wait.
February 17th?
Oh my god, I lied. It comes out on February 27th. Scream.
Oh.
Rewind it. I'm all juiced up. Scream 7 comes out on February 27th. I will 100% be going to see it. And yeah, like I said, I do think this is the end of the franchise. Schumacher will be back, I do believe. I mean, it has been confirmed, so I don't think there's any kind of questions there. I think the real question is what's the twist going to be? And I think it's going to be a legacy character or someone very, very important to the plot that will be taken off the mask.
Okay, last question.
What you got?
Do you want it to end here?
That's a very good question.
So kind of rephrase it. Do you want this to end, or what would they need to do to make you happy that it could keep going? Or kind of both questions.
I think I need to know. I think at this point in the franchise, I need to know that this is the end or the end is in sight.
Okay, that's
So,
fair.
like I said, I think they did a great job maintaining their shelf life and their relevancy and providing great experiences to moviegoers and fans of the series. Like I said, I don't want Jason in space. I do not want them to drag this out into 10 movies, and by the time we get to the 10th movie, it's so just off the rails that like they've kind of it's the Game of Thrones effect, right?
Yeah.
Everything's great up until a certain point, and then it all falls apart. But that's all that everybody remembers. It all fell apart. They don't remember 7 seasons of it being a phenomenal TV show,
Yeah.
right? So like, I think right now I do want to know that this is the end or the end is in sight. So I would say the shelf life is like this should be the end, or you got like one more movie to wrap it up.
Did 6 set it up like that? Pretty close?
I think 6 really kind of like tied everything together in the sense of like now it really does make sense to bring Stu back, because at the end of 6, like what we really see is this idea of the shrine. So the Ghostface shrine is really what kind of like symbolized this idea where you have all of the all of the outfits are there, like all of like the clothes that people wore when they got killed were there, like this idea that somebody has been doing something to curate and like to make record of everything that's been happening and kind of been running some things behind the shadows. Like now 6 did a great job at setting it up for Stu to return. So now I think they need to bring Stu back, which they are doing. And I just think if you're going to bring back the killer from the original movie, this should be the end. Like it should start and end with Stu.
That's fair.
So that's what I think. I think this should be the last movie, or if for whatever reason it's not, I think they got one more in the tank. But I would say by 8, I would think most people would want to wrap it up.
Gotta cut it.
Gotta cut it.
But that's okay, because we don't want it to turn into a franchise that needs to die.
We do not. No, we don't want it to turn into that at all. And I don't think they'll do it.
No. I think you're right.
Yeah.
But so Screams, they're scary movies. But are they the scariest movies ever, Dave?
I would say, yeah, maybe it should be on the list.
Well, Dave, we're going to find out, because it's going to be time to guess not guess the franchise. Guess the scariest movie. Wait, no. Guess the 10 scariest movies ever, according to Looper. You got 10
boy.
here.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, I guess we should go ahead and start it off.
Get it rolling.
Scream. Let's see. Did they put it on the list?
No screams are on the
They
list.
did not put it on the list.
Not a
Damn.
single scream.
All right, let's go with the list that they all grab. Conjuring on the list.
Conjuring is number 3.
Insidious,
Insidious not on the list.
not on the list.
Nope.
The Ring.
The Ring is number 7.
Hereditary.
Number 2.
Let's go.
You're on a roll.
The Exorcist.
Number 1.
That's number 1.
That's the scariest movie ever, according to Looper.
I can't even die.
It's a good movie. It's a very scary movie.
I remember watching The Exorcist and hiding behind the couch when she did the puking. Yeah, that movie traumatized me.
The one that traumatized me is The Ring. That one got me.
The Ring's really, really scary. Sinister?
Did not make the list.
Rosemary's Baby?
Number 4.
Texas Chainsaw?
Number 5. Dude, you're killing it. You have 6, 8, 9, 10 left.
It? They put It on the list?
Did not make the list.
Did not make the list.
Think very like retro old school.
The Shining? Put The Shining on the list?
That's not on the list.
Retro old school.
Or like very classic.
Classic.
And I think it's kind of goofy. Like the idea of it. I've never seen it actually. I'm probably saying this wrong.
You mean like Nosferatu?
No, not that old. I feel like it wouldn't be scary now.
Halloween?
No. I don't really know how to explain it.
Did they put Halloween on the list?
No, Halloween is not on the list.
They
Sorry.
didn't put Halloween on the list?
Nope.
I think the old thing is throwing me off.
Maybe it's not that old. Let me search it.
Trick or Treat? They put Trick or Treat on the list?
Nope.
It's
a 1982 film.
The Thing?
Yep. That is number 8.
They put the Thing. They put Alien on it?
Nope.
How many do I got left?
I think you have 2. Let me see. Let me check it out again. 1. You need 6, 9, and 10. So 3.
3. And they didn't put Insidious on there?
Insidious is not on the list.
Paranormal Activity?
Nope.
Terrifier?
Nope. 1999 movie. Where you venture in the Appalachian Mountains. Appalachian
Mountains in 1999. Blair Witch?
Yep, you got it. Blair Witch Project.
No
that
way.
one is
they put Blair Witch on there.
That's number 6.
That's brutal. How many I got left?
You got 2, 9 and 10.
They put a Friday the 13th on the list?
Nope. This one is another 1999 film. It takes place in... Where does it take place? 1999 film. Study of Sleep Disorders.
Study of Sleep Disorders.
Has Liam Neeson, Owen Wilson.
I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Okay, I'll give it to you. It's The Haunting.
Never seen that movie.
Well, they have it at number 9.
Oh boy. All right.
Let me find a hint for the last one. This one is a 2005 movie. 2005 movie. It stars Shauna MacDonald. A caving expedition goes horribly wrong when
The Descent.
Yep. The Descent is number 10.
That's crazy. I
Okay.
wasn't even thinking The Descent.
Overall, how do you feel about that list? Which do you how do you feel about it, and which do you think needs to be on there?
I I think I think they did okay. I think not having Insidious and Sinister on there is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I do think that, but like I don't know, other ones personal favorites of mine. Like I love Trick or Treat, so
Yeah.
it's weird that they didn't put the OG Halloween on there because that was kind of like the first
Yeah.
the first of its kind.
Okay.
I would have thought, yeah. Honestly, those are the big ones for me.
Okay.
I
I'll
think
give you 11 through
Insidious.
15 real quick too.
Yeah, what do you
Uh,
got?
11 was Hellraiser.
Eh.
Lake Mungo was 12. I don't see this, and like 13 is Jaws. I don't think Jaws is a scary movie.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 is It Follows, and 15 is Smile.
It's an interesting list.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you think about this list by Looper. Are they the scariest movies, and which movies would you add to it?
Let us
And
know
now,
in the comments below.
let us know below. Now, our next topic, first game of the night, also, but it's based off of a movie, the John Wick game, the unnamed John Wick game.
The
Oh,
untitled John Wick
yeah.
project. I don't care what they call it. This game's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic.
You could call it John Wick sits on the couch and eats bugs, and I will buy this game.
You'll buy this game. So there's not much on the game. I'm just gonna let the trailer roll. There's no release date. There's not much on what the game is. But aside from the fact that it takes place before all the movies, is what I'm gathering.
It's a totally original script. I
Yeah.
don't know 100% the timeline. I, I haven't heard that it takes place before the movies, but it does not replicate a movie. Like it is a very original script. So
Yeah. From
right.
what I read on an interview with one of the people involved, I think it was the developer. They said it does take place before he has to fight for his life. You know what I mean? To fight for his freedom.
Okay.
So it does kind of take place before the movies. But overall, I think like this has the capability or the capability of becoming something really fun to play.
Oh yeah,
And
without a doubt.
and the fact that it's backed by Keanu Reeves, I think speaks volumes because I feel like he doesn't back things unless he truly believes in it and like the movies he plays and like Cyberpunk, like he really involves himself in these kinds of things, and I think that's just going to make it be exactly what it needs to be.
I don't disagree. Yeah, I mean, I think this has everything that we want. I mean, this is a collaboration with Saber, Lionsgate. I mean, the director Chad Stahelski is part of this project. Keanu Reeves is part of the project, doing the voice acting. I know I butchered the name of the director. I'm so sorry, but like having all of the moving pieces of this puzzle all together, coming together, and making this game, I do not see how this could possibly disappoint fans in any
And
way.
and I think right now, so I think this is showing a little bit of like the gameplay, like the quick capture stuff. It said capture on PS5, so this is some of the gameplay, and I think like to be honest, it's giving that gun fu like style of what he is, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, the trailer itself looks absolutely fantastic. I think just from a John Wick standpoint, I think they really nailed the vibe. Like they really, it feels like a John Wick experience. I mean, all the way down to like the dramatic lighting, like the strong contrast, elaborate architecture, fine details in all of the scenes. Like I think they nailed the world. They definitely got the world nailed down. And then when it comes to the combat system, from what we see so far, it does look like they've also nailed that kind of like gung fu, as they're calling it, kind of format. And I think to be able to have a visual representation of that, that's my biggest question of this game, right? It's like, can you recreate me feeling like John Wick? Because the move set, if you watch John Wick movies, like the move sets are very deliberate. It's very fast paced, but it's very choreographed, and it has elements to it that's gonna make it a very intricate system. Like we saw, they went from guns out to fighting to grabbing, the pan and using the pan as a weapon, pushing people through window. Like that stuff really matters when it comes to the John Wick franchise. It's kind of like what makes it its own thing. So I think being able to see a little bit of that gameplay and seeing that like that attention to detail that they're giving really gives me hope for this game.
I think, and so one way they kind of describe the game is they describe it as, or one comment they said is it blurs the lines between movie and game.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's definitely going to have a lot of cinematic um animations to the fighting, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
But they do say one big component of the fighting combat style is you are going to have to utilize makeshift weapons. So, like you said, the frying pan and like the glass bottles and things like that. So I'm just where I think it's going to be tough for them is to make it free enough where it feels like a game and you're not just, oh, reach for this. I mean, not so much of a I don't think it's gonna be a telltale game where you like it's very story driven, less combat driven. I feel like it's going to be very combat driven. It's just a matter of how much of it is going to be cinematic versus how much you feel like you're actually controlling it is a question I have.
And I think that's the question that most people have. I'm glad you brought that up because it's really the one thing that could be a detriment to this game is like what you were saying, not enough control and it feels scripted. Too much control, it doesn't feel like you're able to recreate John Wick, right? Like they need, I think they need to find that perfect balance. Because if you watch like John Wick movies, it's almost like a dance. Like the fight scenes are almost like a dance. You know what I mean? Like the move set's very specific. Like there's very cool things. There's very intricate parts of each of this. So like being able to kind of put that together and make that feel into a fluid experience that I'm controlling, it's very difficult. Like I don't want to put anybody throw on anybody under the bus and say that that's an easy job. That is probably one of the most difficult tasks in gaming is trying to like make a movie like that into a gaming experience that we control. But I just feel like they have all the pieces of the puzzle. They have the right studio, they have the backing of Lionsgate, like they have Keanu Reeves on board, like they have the director of the movie. And what we've seen in the gameplay, I think they really do feel that attention to detail.
I think it has the capability of really giving us that feel. Where I'm kind of connecting it. It could almost, you know how we've been talking about like there's been no fighting mechanics of a game that has replaced or even come close to Arkham.
Yeah.
This has a chance to become its own thing in terms of like gun fu and really make it to a completely new combat experience, and that's what I'm hopeful for. I'm hopeful that this is going to feel so fresh and like you said, like John Wick, because of how good the combat system is. And that's where I would like it to go. I don't know if it's going to be able to capture that, but for me, I hope that this is going to be a game that creates its own identity and sets the new standard of or new yeah the new standard for games to come of combat systems in terms of like gun fu and these like action type like characters in games. So that's what I'm hopeful for. Even maybe a mix of like Arkham and like God of War together. I think that'd be a really good combo.
Yeah. And you know, not just this Gung Fu format alone. I mean, this really has a chance to do what I think is kind of one of the hardest things in gaming, and that's take a cinematic experience from a beloved franchise and turn it into a game that's also universally loved. So I think if they figure out a way to do this and really kind of pave the way of how to properly take a cinematic experience from film and bring it into the video game landscape, I think this changes the look of not only gung fu combat style games, but just kind of like any game, any cinematic style game to come from a movie franchise. I think it's gonna be held to kind of a higher standard. So like the Spider-Mans of the world, the Wolverines of the world, like not throwing shade on those guys, but like it's gonna set the standard going forward for translating a movie into a game.
And they have the backing to do it. This franchise made billions of dollars. There's a huge fan base of it. One of my people that I work with, uh, she's watching it right now. And I saw this trailer, I was like, "Hey, look at they're making a game for you. As soon as you watch all the movies, like it's coming out. Like you got to play it." So there's such a following of John Wick and Keanu Reeves himself. Like he alone could probably like this could just be called something else, but if he's in it, like people are gonna play it no matter what. Like he's got his own fan base that would play this game either way. So
A handful of people that looked past the issues of Cyberpunk for just because
yeah,
Keanu Reeves fans.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
I
There's a
think the
small
fact that
population that looked past all the issues just because it's like,
yeah,
yeah, I like Keanu Reeves.
yeah, exactly. And I think the fact that it's Keanu Reeves and it's a John Wick game and he is the character still, like I think that's a very cool thing that has the potential to be something huge for this type of game and this type of for something huge for the franchise even more.
Yeah. I mean, I think it looks great. I think trailer wise, I've seen everything that I want to see out of it. I don't think they could have dropped a better trailer. Um, they do say that there's some immersive driving experiences, which I think really kind of, if you're a fan of John Wick, you know that the driving scenes are kind of a big deal. So I would have loved to just see like maybe even just one or two clips in the trailer of like something driving related so I could get a feel of what it's going to be like. But outside of that, which is a very, very small, minute detail, I think they dropped a perfect trailer. And I think most people are pretty excited from what they saw, and rightfully so.
I think this is not going to be an over the top open world. I think it's going to be very story driven. It might be semi open world, but it's not going to be like this map where you have to drive in between places unless you've seen different.
I would be hard pressed to believe that this is open world. Like we said, this is a very cinematic experience. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a linear game at all. Yeah,
Which
I
I'm
really
okay with.
wouldn't. Yeah, no,
I feel like you said if it takes away from the cinematic feel of like being like John Wick, I think it's kind of a take what is it? Take or catch 22? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's a catch 22. If you want it to be open world, you're going to lose a lot of the John Wick feel of like the fighting and things like that.
and you're also gonna lose that cinematic experience, right? Because it's like you said, they want to blur the lines between cinema and game.
Right.
It's like you get this great kind of cinematic feel, this cinematic experience, fight scenes. You're very involved in the story, and then all of a sudden you're walking down the street and you get like a random side quest where you gotta like get a cat out of a tree, right? Like it just kind of takes you out of it, you know. So I think in order to maintain that focus on what they said, quote unquote, blurring the lines between cinema and game, they're going to want to keep the player on track and keep things moving. So I would not be surprised if you're looking at a linear story, which I'm totally fine with.
I think that's
Yeah.
what's going to capture the 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 John Wick feel
Yeah.
and what it needs to be. So,
And I think it's a throwback to old school gaming, right? This
yeah.
is very story driven, linear experience. There's not going to be an online multiplayer. There's not going to be a bunch of, side quests throwing you off or go collect the thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that's the purpose. I think the purpose really is focus on the story, deliver a great experience, deliver an amazing combat system, give you like a thrill ride from start to finish, and then like it when it's done, it's done.
With that, how far the fact that this game is untitled, how far out do you think this game is?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, just kind of looking at the standards of things right now, I would not be surprised if we see this on the next gen of consoles.
Yeah, it's kind of where I
Um,
was leaning.
yeah, this almost feels like a PS6 drop, so we might
Yeah.
be like 3 years removed from it.
Or it could be like one of those early games where it's PS5 and PS6 at the same time kind of
Yeah,
deal. So,
yeah,
but I'm okay with that. I think it's one of those things that to get the full capability of it, it's one of those things that I'm excited for. Either way, if it's 2 years, 3 years, although I thought about talking about this at one point. Sometimes I wish they would just talk about it when it's much closer, if that makes sense. I hate sometimes with how long a wait is, but I understand. You need to build hype, you need to build uh like interest for it, but still.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think pacing. I mean, pacing's everything, right? So like the trailer dropped. We're obviously pretty excited about it. I know most people are pretty excited about it. Um, you know, don't leave us in the dark for 3 years.
Don't pull a
That's
Wolverine.
I think that's the biggest thing. And like we said with Wolverine, that's where they went wrong. I mean, they dropped a trailer, people were super excited, and they went ghost for 2.5 years, and now of course, there's excitement again because we're coming close to launch date, but not nearly as much as before. And just don't leave us in the dark. Just don't ghost us for 3 years. I think it'd be fine.
I agree. I agree. Let us know in the comments what you think about this game, or yeah, what you think about John Wick in general. And Dave, John Wick is so powerful and so strong.
So strong.
Do you think he can beat all of action heroes in movies?
I think honestly, if you put John Wick in here, we're gonna be in trouble.
Okay. So we're going to do a who would win action hero edition.
Who
That
would
makes
win
sense.
Action Hero Edition?
It's like a this or that.
Like a this or that, yeah, I like
This
it.
or that. This or that.
Spoiler alert, if John Wick's in here, we're in trouble.
Oh, shoot. All right. I'm going to start from the bottom and kind of work around a little random, more
I
random.
get.
Okay. And if you don't know who they are, let me know. Because there's one I don't know, but the rest I think I know who it is.
Okay.
All right. Number 10, or starting off here, Dominic Toretto versus John McClane.
McLean all day. Yippee-ki-yay. Get out of here with this family nonsense.
You don't need the family?
Get out of here. Get out of
All
here.
right. John McClane versus Robert McCall, the Equalizer.
I do love me some Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going McLean.
Really? Okay.
He's just too much of a grit. He's gonna grit through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't count him out. He'll be staggering in, no shoes, no socks, foot full of blood, just like leaking all over but he's still gonna get the job done.
I like it. I like it. Okay. John McClane versus Brian Mills, the dad from Taken.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
He does have a very particular set of skills.
Yeah. 3 times. 4 times.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Johnny. All right, let's go Taken.
Taken. Okay,
I'm
Brian
doing it.
Mills.
Brian
All right.
Mills.
Brian Mills versus Jason Bourne.
Oh. I gotta go Jason Bourne.
Okay.
I gotta do it.
Yeah.
He's like the OG of this. I
Yeah.
feel like Jason Bourne. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. I feel like he's the OG.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like that's his job, man. He's trained for it, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this one might be even more. He's the real OG. Jason Bourne versus Rambo.
No shot.
No, not even close.
Jason Bourne, no shot.
Really? Okay.
I'm sorry, Stallone. I'm sorry, but like, you're gonna need more than a knife and a bandana to take care of Jason Bourne. I'm sorry, you just are.
Okay.
Yep.
Jason Bourne versus Ethan Hunt.
Ooh, I'm going Jason Bourne.
Okay.
I'll give Ethan Hunt his credit, but I feel like he's more like mastermindy. Like I realize there's a lot of like action sequences in Mission Impossible, but like I don't know. I feel like Mission Impossible is more calculated, thinking it through, where Jason Bourne is very react, get out of any situation. Yeah. So if you put them head to head, I'm gonna go Jason Bourne.
That makes sense. I feel like Ethan Hunt relies heavily on a team.
Yes.
Like I feel like that's another not downfall. It's just like if it's 1v1, I would agree. Jason Bourne's gonna take it.
And not for nothing, gadgets.
Right.
I mean, Ethan Hunt's got like this crazy laser watch on his wrist. That, like Jason Bourne will take you down with a fork.
Yeah. Okay. Jason Bourne versus James Bond.
Same thing as Ethan Hunt. I'm going with Jason Bourne.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. This one's probably going to be a no-brainer, but Jason Bourne versus Indiana Jones.
Still Jason Bourne.
Yeah. I feel like putting Indiana Jones on here is kind of like, meh. You know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate you throwing back something for an old head like me. I appreciate that.
Okay. Last one here. Jason Bourne versus John Wick.
You know what? Like, I can't double back on my word. I have to do it now because I said I was going to do it. I'm going to go John Wick, but I just want to say that this could possibly be the greatest fight in all of cinema ever.
You heard it. It should be a movie. John Wick. I don't know why Jason Bourne and John Wick would be fighting, but they're going to.
If they ever did, that would be the greatest movie ever.
Okay.
Make it happen, studios. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Let us know in the comments which action hero would make your 1v1 list and would go the whole way. I think I'm with you. I think I'd pick Jason Bourne. I think I'd pick. I don't know. My would have been either Robert McCall or John Wick. That's kind of where I would have went.
Oh, you would have taken McCall all the way up.
Yeah, I think he would have made it pretty high up for me.
He's a badass.
He is. And like kind of like you said about John McClane, I feel like Robert McCall is very similar. Like you can punch me in the teeth, and I'm gonna hit you right back. So
They all got that grit to them.
that's true. That's true.
They all deserve to be on the list. We just
I
had
would say out of all of them, Indiana Jones and Dominic Toretto did not deserve to be on the list.
don't you dare talk about Indy like that.
I mean, in
Dominic
terms of like,
Toretto.
no, I'm saying in terms of like pure fighting and like
Dun, 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 dun.
that versus John Wick.
Dun, 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 dun.
He's a stab with a pencil.
I mean, you know, I'm an old head. I love me some Indy.
Yeah, it's not that I don't love him, but in terms of the fighting here. All right, let's move on.
I love you, Harrison.
Our next topic, Star Wars Galactic Racer. I saw this and I was kind of excited, and then I thought about it and I'm not excited.
um,
Kind of.
I don't know. It's been such a long time since they did a pod racer. I don't know. Is like aside from Mario Kart, do you think like the kart racer format has kind of like I don't know. Do you think it kind of died?
I think a lot of racing fans really prefer the open world aspect
Yeah, for
nowadays.
sure.
And
That's what I meant by like the kart racer.
yeah,
Like
I
just
think
stuck on a track, kind
yeah.
of like obviously you're stuck on a track, but like you know what I mean?
Well, even Mario Kart's gone to this more open world
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I think the fact that this one's taking a step in the other direction. It's going to be very track driven. It's not open world at all. And so it's narrative focused. They'll have multiplayer too as well. I can't remember what it's called, but they're um so that's where I lost a little bit of interest. I like open world racing games, but that doesn't mean this one's going to be bad. They have a lot of ideas for it, and it's very new, so they're probably going to change a bunch of things. But as of right now, it's made by Fuse Games, who has a lot of people from Citrion, who are the creators of Burnout and Need for Speed.
Mhm.
So they have like the racing experience, but even Need for Speed, it was open world, and a lot of people like that. So I think it's kind of taken a step back in terms of like what people would want, especially in a Star Wars world, if that makes sense. Like I feel like people want this feel of exploration and going the way, like going anywhere in a Star Wars world.
I think one of the main problems is from the trailer, I couldn't get like a real good vibe on the game itself. So like I couldn't really decipher much of a difference between the footage of what I was seeing. So it kind of felt like just a lot of like like it felt like an old school kart racer to me. It just felt like a
Right.
lot of like tracks, right? And
Yeah.
but it's like I don't know. There was like a quick flash of what appeared to be like maybe a little bit of a story scene, but like I couldn't tell if there's like a story kind of attached to this, if it's really just kind of loaded up as an old school racer, and like I don't know. This one really comes down to me. Like I just need to know more about the game. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what to expect from this game. If you tell me that like there's a story mode attached to it and like you know like these races are meaning something within the story and we put like I don't there's like more customization or like I just need to know more, right? Like how much is this game? Like
Right.
I just wasn't really getting like a good vibe. Like right here it kind of looks like a little bit of a story sequence
So
to
yeah,
it.
there is a story to it.
Okay, there is a story to it.
Yeah, there is a story. Sorry, I moved my notes. There's a story to it. It's going to have a lot of variety, words. It's going to have a lot of variety to the different vehicles. Like it's going to have pod racers, land speeders, speed bikes, and each will have its own physics and handling. And you'll unlock more like things and things that you can upgrade on them. So it definitely has a lot of that. It's just one of those things. Is it going to be enough to satisfy, especially Star Wars fans? Is it going to have enough to satisfy Star Wars fans? It's a full narrative campaign. I don't know much about the narrative campaign, but for the most part, I just feel like it's not gonna have enough substance to it, I think.
I think that's fine, right? Because if you look at like Mario Kart and stuff like that, there's not typically a lot of substance to it. You know what I mean? So like if that's what you're trying to sell to me is just this kart racer experience where like it's gonna have a little bit of a story mode and like I can load in with my friends and we can just race. I think that's fine. I think you're how do I put this? I think you're pigeonholing yourself a little bit, right? In the sense of like doing a game like this because you're you're already kind of eliminating yourself to basically just Star Wars fans and then you're also kind of furthering like shrinking that group down to Star Wars fans that still care about pod racers cuz it's been a hot minute since we got a Star Wars pod racer game, you know what I mean? So like I don't know. It could be fun. I just don't know. I don't know if now is the time. I don't know if I don't know if there's ever gonna be another time for a pod racer.
I don't think there's a time, like you said, right now, and I don't think there will be because of where games are going in terms of like racing games are very broad now. They really expand the worlds. They let you drive from one spot to the other, and I think that's what this is kind of missing. Now, this narrative campaign, it could feel really good. Well, at the same time though, playing the Need for Speed narrative campaigns, they're very cringy. And these people are from Need for Speed. So there's a high likelihood it could be a very cringy experience.
Yeah, it really could. Like, and that's part of the thing too. And I don't want to like, I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about anybody. Like, I just this game feels like if you told me this game came out on a PS3 in like 2006, I'd be like, yeah.
That's
Like,
cool.
you know,
That's cool. Yeah.
like, yeah, like it did, like, that's just the vibe that it gets to me. It just, I just don't know if like like a kart racer like this from Star Wars is overdone its welcome. I think it still works for Mario Kart, but I think it works for Mario Kart because it's always going to work for Mario Kart. I don't know if it works for Star Wars anymore.
And like we've talked about with Star Wars, we can beat on this drum every all day, all the time. But um what it is it's Disney and all they're just throwing stuff. Is it gonna stick? Is it gonna can we squeeze more juice out of the orange to make more money? That's what we're getting with this, I think. They're just dipping their toes in everything and just squeezing the out of everything. Like we've talked about. Like the orange is being squeezed so much and it's just not working anymore. And so they're trying to find other ways to get the money in.
Not for nothing. I mean, I don't know if it's just what I'm seeing from the trailer, but when I look at the trailer, I know it's a track. You know what I mean? That I don't love that. If you look at scenes in the trailer, you can see where they're obviously bashing up against the invisible wall and stuff like that. Like it feels tight. Like it doesn't not only is it not open world, but it doesn't feel like the tracks themselves are very expansive. You know what I mean? And like I don't know. It's just kind of like a when you get that tight and you get that format, it just kind of feels like a rat in a maze. It's like a that's the best way I can describe it, like a rat in a maze kind of game where I'm just kind of like going like I could literally just hit the gas and the invisible wall would take me where I need to go. And I just for me it's just I don't know, I feel like the time has passed for that. I expect more from racers, especially looking at like Gran Turismo and Forza and like, you know, like the all of the stuff that's available now. It's just I expect more.
There wasn't much to say about it. I just thought I was really excited when I brought it up. I was like, "Ooh, pod racer, that sounds cool." And then the more I looked at it and kind of what it's kind of entails, it's kind of decreased my interest in it. But who knows? This may be a game for you out there in the audience. But let us know how you feel about it. It's coming out in 2026. It doesn't have an exact date, so it's coming up soon within the year, obviously. But other than that, I think they went the wrong way with this.
I think they did go the wrong. I mean, I think there's I think 2026. I mean, it's coming out. So like I don't know how I would love to say I think that they can kind of maybe expand on it a little bit and give it a little bit more substance, but I don't know if they have time, honestly. I don't know. So I mean, if you guys are excited about the game, like I'm sorry, I'm not super juiced on it. Um Again, it comes down to price too. Like if this game drops at $30, okay. If this game drops at $70, no.
It's gonna be really hard to
Yeah.
get somebody to buy it.
Yeah.
So
So let us know in the comments below what you think.
I agree. This is a Star Wars game.
This is indeed a Star Wars game.
There's been a lot of Star Wars games.
There's been quite a few.
So Dave, you know what time it is?
Time for us to name Star Wars games until we mess up.
Yep. Oh man. There's a lot. I think there's a lot of games and we're gonna miss a lot.
I think we're gonna miss a whole bunch just because I get really flustered on these, but we'll see how we do.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you start it off.
All right. Force Unleashed.
Well, that sucks. That's where I was gonna go to start. That's crazy. Okay, let's go. Lego Star Wars.
Battlefront.
Dang it, I can't do Battlefront 2. That's cheating. Star Wars Pinball. Does that count? No, that's not a game.
We're 4 in. We're already going Star Wars Pinball. We're doomed.
Okay, I'll take it
doomed.
back.
We're doomed.
What's that? Jedi Survivor.
Oh, that's what I was gonna go with. Lightsaber duels for a Wii.
What are we? Star Wars Outlaws. I played that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi for the SNES.
That was a game.
Oh yeah.
Shoot. Star Wars. You said Force Unleashed. Dang it. There's no way. There's no way. How many more do you have?
What?
Do you have a lot? Do you have a lot more games?
I can think of 3.
I don't think I got any.
You're gonna beat yourself up.
Hold on. Did they just make games of the movies?
Not all of them.
You said Battlefront. Battlefront 2, can't say that. Lego Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars Squadrons. The fighter jet one.
Yeah, Squadrons. Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Well, there's got to be a pod racer game, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
There's probably some PS2 Star Wars pod racer game.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
That's all right.
What do you got?
All I had left in the tank was Empire Strikes Back for the SNES. There's the one for the 64 too.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Dang it.
Well. I win.
Maybe there's not as many as we thought there were.
I mean, there's probably a whole bunch, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of a bust. It wasn't like the Mario one when we did that.
No, the Mario one was pretty good.
Yeah. Dang it. But all right, let us know if we missed any games because I know we did, but for the most part, I think we got everything. Maybe not really.
No, we didn't even come close.
All right, let's finish off with our last topic of the night. Dave, this could be the next game, the next co-op game. It's called the Totally Secure Airport.
This looks ridiculous.
And it's great, right?
Yeah, it looks funny.
Let's roll the trailer. We don't have to go into a bunch of detail of this one. It's kind of obvious what it is, but Totally Secure Airport is gonna be a co-op game. It's got a blend of a lot of different things. I think it's got there's like a game called Papers, Please, where you just stamp papers and they walk in. It kind of reminds me of that Quarantine Zone game. It's got the art style of like Hello Neighbor. You ever play that?
Yeah.
It's kind of got that art style. It's just goofy. It's just fun. And the reason why I thought it'd be funny, and the trailer's super quick too. So
yeah.
but I just think it's a game that has the potential of being that next goofy co-op game like Peak and Chain Together, things like that. And honestly, I don't have much to say about what the game is. The trailer literally shows you everything like what's going to happen in it. It has see, we got yeah, there's really nothing to say about the game aside from the fact that it's goofy. You're trying to secure the airport. You're gonna look for things that don't belong, bombs. Make sure the papers are right, and I think it's gonna be chaotic fun with friends.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks like a good time. It's definitely looks like it's gonna be a good time. It looks like it's gonna be another one of those, just $8 Steam games that you
Yep.
kind of play with friends, and I don't know. I think the bigger question is like, are people getting bored of this format? I think is maybe the bigger question. Like, how long do these $8 Steam games keep popping for?
I think, and to be honest, the fact that this one got so much recognition on YouTube and stuff, I don't know how much it's gonna blow up. I feel like the ones that kind of blow up is when a streamer finds it, plays it, and then it blows up. But when like it's on IGN and a bunch of other like trailer sites, it doesn't do as well. Cause like there wasn't I couldn't remember seeing a Peak trailer. I couldn't remember seeing a Chain Together trailer. Things like that. I don't remember. With like
I think this is the thing, right? It's like people do this a lot with like indie music or like a B horror movie. You know what I mean? It the good ones don't get hyped off the bat. Like you said, somebody needs to find them and turn them into a thing, and then it becomes cool because it was this thing that no one really knew about that kind of flew under the radar and maybe never got the attention that it deserved. And then people kind of rally behind it. I think a lot like what you said, when you have these big media outlets like certain YouTube channels that we won't name or IGN for whatever reason, really trying to push a game like this, it makes it weird to me.
makes it less cool too. You know what I
It
mean? Like
makes it weird and it makes it less cool because it's like you're being told what's cool.
yeah.
I don't know how to properly explain this.
Yeah.
But like yeah, it's like you're being told what's cool. It's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you know how you guys really liked Repo?
Check this one out.
You this is the next game for the cool kids." And you're like, "Get out of here, dad." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird.
But with this one, do you feel like it has that kind of fun feel? Like, do you feel like it could be that? Let's say a big streamer latches onto it. Or do you think this is a game that big streamer could bring to latch into?
I think it really depends on how it plays. That's really going to be that's really going to be the determining factor because I play a lot of these $8 games. These are the $8 to $10 Steam games where it's low to low. Talking about rats, I played Repo. Like I love Peak. Like I play this stuff. You know what I mean? And like the thing that it really comes down to is like even though the experience may not cost a lot of money, there are developers out there that will give you a very good experience for your dollar. So like if this game plays and it's fun, I think it'll do all right. But the number one thing is like even though it's $8, you got to make sure it works. Like if there's like jank in here or it starts crashing PCs or something like that, like I don't think it's going to pop. Like the thing with Peak is like it controls well. The thing with Repo, it controls well. Like with the rest of rats, like it controls well. Now, like you have in the back of your mind, like, okay, this is an $8 game, so I need to give it a little bit of leeway. It's not perfect, but you can definitely play the game. Now, I played other games in this genre, like the RV There Yet. That game was a horrid disaster. Just disaster. I could not play that game. Like it just didn't work. So like I think that's really the number one thing is like, did they put enough time into the development of it to actually take it serious as a game, or did they just put out something that they think is really funny that they're not really concerned if people play. They kind of just want to grab your $8 and then move on. You know what I mean? And I think only time will tell. And I think again that kind of doubles down on the point of like most of these games don't pop until someone grabs it, because if a streamer grabs it and they're playing it and they're enjoying it, it works. So I think that vote of confidence also really helps lead to the pop.
Yeah, I think, like I said, there's not much to say about it other than the fact that it caught my eye because it looked funny. I was like, oh, this could be another fun co-op game like Repo or like Peak, and just something that you can laugh with your friends. But like you said, if it doesn't play well, even if it's 10, $8, or if it's more, then it's going to be hard to capture people. But I just felt like as I was watching it, I was like, this could be very fun. But also, I had in the back of my mind is like, it's almost feeling forced that, like you said, like dad's like, hey, you should play this one next. It's popping everywhere. Like, this is for you. Like, you better eat your green beans. Like,
It's weird when they try to hype it. Like, I get it. They want to try to hype it. But when you get, there's a difference between like asking a couple like cool YouTubers or a couple of cool streamers to like post a couple clips on it. That makes a lot of sense for a small title like that.
yeah,
When IGN's telling you about an $8 game on Steam,
yeah,
something's fishy.
they're trying hard.
Something's real fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, that's all I had to say about it. Let us know in the comments if it's a game that you're interested in. Could it be a game like Peak? Could it be the next big thing? Let us know. Let it snow.
Let us know in the comments below. Also, guys, I know we talked crap about your game a little bit, but if you want to hook us up with a stream key, we'll let people know.
Yeah, we'll let people know. Let us have it. But no, I want the game to be fun. I just hope it's not something that's being forced down our throats. Or not, it's not being forced down our throats. I want it to be a game that's fun to play, and I want it to be the next Peak, if that makes sense. I want to try it. I want to try it with friends and kind of go from there.
I think the idea is there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely, it's going to lend itself just to like a variety of funny situations. So I
Yep.
think that's 100% there. I think just, like we said, only time will tell. It's got to, even though it's an $8 game, it's got to control like it's not.
Right. And it says coming soon, but there's no official date on it. And Dave, that brings us to, this is a fun co-op game. Maybe. So it's going to be time for you to rank blind rank fun, goofy co-op games. Popular?
Popular.
Blind rank popular co-op games.
All right.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. We're going to start it off here with Among Us.
Unpopular opinion. 5. Well, wait, how many are there?
5. There's 5.
5.
5 for Among Us?
I don't like Among Us.
I feel like that set the stage for a lot of these kinds of games.
I don't like lying to my friends.
I gotcha. Okay.
When I'm co-oping, I want to be like
With them.
I want to be with them. I don't want to be messing with them and lying to them and stuff.
That's
I
fair.
don't know.
That's
I don't know.
fair.
I'm a baby.
Okay.
5. I'm sorry. Unpopular opinion. Everybody's
Next.
gonna click off the video now.
That's okay. Next is Repo.
Oh, 4.
4, really?
I had a good time with Repo, but I'm a controller guy, and the controller mapping for Repo isn't the greatest.
Gotcha. It was a little too difficult.
If Storm watches this episode, he's gonna be so mad. Storm, I just want you to know that the entire time that we played Repo, I have not been able to move objects back or forth or really lift them up at all. So there's that.
There's that. That's funny.
Basically, anytime I'm helping drag an object, I can either just like push it forward or back, but like rotating it and all that stuff, my controller doesn't work right, so I can't. I'm not doing it.
That's awesome.
4.
That's awesome. Sorry, Storm. Number 4.
Love you, buddy.
Okay, next option is Peak.
Ooh.
Where are you putting it?
I'm gonna put it at 2.
2, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at 2.
I like it.
I
Number
have
2.
if you guys have not played Peak, I know the hype has died down on it, but it is a fun time. I have definitely gotten my $8 out of Peak.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
we have
it.
a blast playing that game.
I gotta give it a shot. I don't have it yet. I need to.
You should play it with your girl or with with your kiddo.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fun.
gotcha.
You
I
could
gotcha.
help. You can help them through.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can. I
Is it a
guarantee
PC game only though?
it's PC, but the controller works great.
I don't know what he's gonna play on then.
But
I don't know how he's gonna play it because he
oh
plays on the PlayStation.
oh
Yeah. Well, I guess I have my Steam Deck or my Legion Go. I can play on that. He can play on my computer,
yeah.
or the other way around.
I
Okay.
guarantee you can get him to the top of the first mountain.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. He's actually kind of grasping Helldivers pretty good now.
I mean, if he
Like,
can play Helldivers, he can get to the top of the first.
how have you played Helldivers?
No.
Okay, so one of the things to call in your stratagems, you have to hold L1 and do all the different directions to like call it in.
Yeah.
I mean, like a cheat code in Grand Theft Auto, you have to push all the buttons.
Yeah.
He's figured that out.
Oh dang.
Like he matched it. I was like, all right, buddy, you gotta call in your bomb. Like I give it random names.
Yeah.
I was like, so it's the red one. So he like pulls it down and he's hitting the buttons. And next thing I know, I'm getting hit with his orbital strike out of nowhere. I'm like, no, don't throw it at me. Throw it at the bugs. But no, he's getting it. It's kind of funny. It's cool.
If he could drop airstrikes and Helldivers, he could make it to the top
Yeah.
of Mountain 1 on peak.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
that's so cool. That's cool. So we have 2 more left. You have 1 and 3 open.
Okay.
All right. So your next option is Fall Guys.
Oh God. If you would have asked me 3 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me 3 years ago. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna do it. Fall Guys is. Oh God, but it got
What
so
did I
bad
give
when
ya?
they went free to play. I don't care. Oh, I do care. No, I don't care. No, I do care. This is a conundrum. I'm putting it
Yeah.
at 1. Fall Guys is
Wow.
1. I'm putting it
Fall
at a
Guys
1.
number 1.
Fall Guys was the first like really kind of co-op game that like really got me into like this type of fun, goofy kind of game with
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
I put a lot about. I got a platinum for Fall Guys. Like it's number 1. It
Okay.
has since fallen off, but I'm gonna put it at a number 1 just because I remember the good times.
Remember the good old days.
Yeah,
All right. Well, that means your number 3 is Chained Together.
I'm okay with that.
That's a good list, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a good list.
Fall Guys 1, Peak 2, Repo 4, Chained Together 3, and Among Us 5.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Let us know in the comments how you would blind rank those. Sorry, I yelled pretty quick. My bad. Let us know in the comments how you would rank those games. And let us know what games deserve to be on the top 5.
Let us know in the comments below.
Ooh, I forgot about if content warning was an option, which one would you replace it with? Or would you?
If I could just get it off the list.
Or would you replace another game on the list?
Probably Chained Together.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
Chained Together. Chained Together I had fun with, but we really just like one and done it.
Yeah.
Like
I'm with
we
ya.
made it to the top and then we were done. We never went back to it.
Yeah.
Content warning, we did have a lot of replay value. We played
And-
it a bunch.
Yeah, and you played with other random people too.
No, it was
Play with
fun.
me.
Yeah, it was fun. I had
Cool.
a good time with content warning. Probably Chained
Well,
Together.
Chained Together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Dave, great episode.
Good episode, man.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was good. Thank you guys very, very much. I know we said it a whole bunch in this episode, but thank you so much for watching the videos and doing all the comments and stuff like that. It has been really, really cool just kind of watching the channel grow and seeing the views go. And, we appreciate you guys very, very much. So thanks for all that. Thanks for, leaving the comments and tapping the hearts and doing all the things. We do read all the comments. We see what you guys are saying. So, yeah, super, super appreciate you guys. Thank you. Adam, what you got for him?
Make sure to share us with a friend. Find somebody else to share us with. We want to keep growing. We want you guys to expand or enjoy the content with others that you know. But yeah, like Dave said, thank you so much. And make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. If you're not doing so, Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast on everything.
Very easy. Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast on everything. We love you guys very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see y'all on the next one.
Peace out, nerds.
And scene.
See.